Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your likes. Steve Kerr calls Devin Booker the unsung MVP for Team USA following Team USA's triumph at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Head coach Steve Kerr wanted everyone to know just how great Devin Booker was for them at the end of his press conference after the 98-87 win over France in the gold medal game. Kerr gave a special shout-out to Booker as he called him the unsung MVP of the team. Devin Booker is an incredible basketball player. Nobody asked about him. He was our unsung MVP. I just wanted to say that. Understandably, Kerr was asked a lot of questions about the likes of LeBron James, Stephen Curry and KD Durant at his press conference. They're coming together to win the gold in what you assume was their last ever appearance at the Olympics was the big story. I felt though that Booker needed to get some love for all the work he had done for Team USA throughout the tournament. The 27-year-old played great defense, hustled for lose balls and was great off the ball on offense as well. Booker played his role to perfection and Curry agreed that he was their unsung MVP. Credit Stephen Curry Instagram. With Team USA having such a stacked roster for the Olympics, you'd have thought that Booker might not get a lot of playtime, but that wasn't the case. The four-time All-Star started every game and only James, Curry and Durant played more minutes than him in the tournament for the US. Booker did the 2024 Olympics with averages of 11.7 points, 2.7 rebounds, 3.3 assists and 0.5 steals per game. He was also very efficient, shooting 56.8% from the field and 56.5% from beyond the arc. In the final against France, Booker had 15.6 rebounds and 3 assists. He made some big plays down the stretch and you read he'd get his hands on his second Olympic gold medal. Her is far from the only one to think that Booker hasn't perhaps received the appreciation he deserves for what he did for Team USA. Kendrick Perkins called the Phoenix Sun star the unsung hero for the team on First Take. Let me tell you who's been the unsung hero throughout this entire tournament. Perkins said it has been Devin Booker. Devin Booker has been phenomenal. Devin Booker was in the game yesterday when it mattered the most and he played his role to it, sliding, getting over screens, holding his corners, spacing the floor, doing everything that he needed to do to be a star in his role to help the team win. Perkins added Booker has done whatever it takes to help the team win and is deservedly getting some love for it. Now I think of all the players who went to the Olympics, he is certainly the one who has enhanced his reputation the most. He went from being one of the more hated players in the NBA to one who has earned everyone's respect. Booker and Durant will now look to replicate their success with Team USA in the NBA. The Suns disappointed in the playoffs last season by getting swept by the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round and are hoping to turn things around in 2024-25. KD hails Steph's golden dagger as his greatest heat check when Steph Curry secured an Olympic gold medal for Team USA with a devastating dagger against France on Saturday in Paris. All Kevin Durant could do was toss his head back in pure disbelief, and this is someone who has won 2 NBA titles alongside the Warriors superstar, so Durant has seen his former teammate produce plenty of jaw-dropping moments, but that shot, Curry's 8th three-pointer of the game, was the best display of his incredible shooting prowess Durant has witnessed. I've seen so many heat checks from him now, Durant told Overtime after the game, but that was on this stage his first Olympics. The world watching, especially after what he did last game against Serbia, to follow it up again. That's probably the greatest. Durant has seen some incredible Curry moments over the years, and before Saturday's Steph's iconic double bang game winner against the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2016 widely was regarded as his best shot and at the time tied the NBA single game record for the most 3-pointers. Ironically enough, Curry and Durant weren't Warriors teammates then, but the Slim Reaper watched the play from the floor in a Thunder jersey, and now as counterparts again on Team USA, Durant views the Golden Dagger as Curry's best heat check, or when a player who is hot on the floor seemingly attempts a shot to see if they really can't miss, with the Americans up 6 points with under a minute remaining and having drilled 3 triples in the fourth quarter already. Curry got the ball back from Durant and faced a French double team as the shot clock dwindled, but when he's hot, Curry stepped back and completed the remarkable fadeaway jumper to effectively clinch a 98-87 win. Curry struggled shooting and lacked opportunities in his Olympics debut until Team USA semi-final win against Serbia, where he saved America's help of a gold medal with 36 points while going 9 for 14 from deep, and then he delivered again when it mattered most against France to earn his first, and Team USA's 5th consecutive gold medal. And after producing yet another moment that will live on in the basketball history books forever, it seems as if Curry's greatness knows no bounds. Warriors' search for a second star gets shockingly desperate. In recent proposal, the Golden State Warriors have struck out in trying land a secondary offensive star this offseason, having failed to reach an agreement with the LA Clippers for Paul George prior to free agency, and more recently missing out on Lauri Markkanen, who renegotiated and extended his contract with the Utah Jazz earlier in the week. Stephen Curry's 36 points in Team USA monumental win over Serbia in the Olympic semi-finals has only risen frustration of the Warriors' inactivity, with the roster currently appearing to lack the star power required alongside the 2x MVP to be a contending team in the Western Conference next season. The pursuit of George and then Markkanen was obvious given their combination of all-star level talent and perfect fit among the current roster. Yet if perfect options aren't available, do Golden State consider just adding as much firepower as possible? If that's the case, perhaps the Warriors would explore a move for James Harden mid-season, at least according to Michael Signs of Sir Charles in Charge in a recent article looking at 5 outside-the-box targets Golden State should monitor. There could be a point this season when the Warriors are looking for any type of upgrade in an attempt to salvage the Curry window. Signs wrote, it may not be ideal, but the Warriors shouldn't completely shut down the idea of trading for Harden. As Signs also outlined, pairing Harden with Curry would be intriguing to some degree. The more important question is whether it would be effective offensively. It certainly could, particularly after Chris Paul was arguably better than expected for the Warriors last season. Defensively it would be a huge question mark, but perhaps that's just what you have to sacrifice to have another on-ball shot creator that Golden State are currently bereft of. Harden averaged 16.6 points, 38.1% three-point shooting and 8.5 assists last season, proving he's still a productive offensive player, albeit nowhere near his former MVP best. The 34-year-old has just resigned with the Clippers on a 2-year $70 million deal, but perhaps Harden could become available if things go south for the franchise. After losing George in free agency, the Warriors would likely have to give up Andrew Wiggins in a trade for salary matching purposes, further harming their defensive capability. Pairing Harden with Curry would be truly shocking, yet maybe not totally out of the realm of possibility after Golden State traded for Paul last off-season. Still, the situation of both teams would have to align very specifically for this to ever become a legitimate chance of happening. And you fan, what do you think of the situation of James Harden? Leave your opinion in the comments.